considered to be viruses. However, they seem closely related to viruses and are not considered plasmids. Two of the most important of these are viroids and prions. Viroids. Viroids are small circular single-stranded RNA molecules that are the smallest known pathogens, ranging from the coconut cadang viroid, which is 246 nucleotides in size, the citrus exocortis viroid, which has 375 nucleotides. Viroids cause a number of very important crop diseases. Extracellular form of the viroid is naked RNA. There is no capsid of any kind. Even more interestingly, the RNA molecule contains no protein encoding genes, and therefore the viroid is totally dependent on host function for its replication. Although the viroid RNA is single-stranded circle, there is such a considerable secondary structure possible that it resembles a short double-stranded molecule with closed ends. The viroid molecule seems to be replicated in the host cell nucleus, in a structure which somewhat mimics DNA, apparently allows it to be replicated by the host RNA polymerase. Viroids are sometimes considered escaped. Introns and like cell splicing introns appear to be remnants of an RNA world. See the discussion of the RNA world in section 11.2. Prions. Prions represent the other extreme from viroids. They have a distinct extracellular form, but the extracellular form seems to be entirely protein. It apparently does not contain any nucleic acid, or if it does, the molecular is not long enough to encode the single kind of protein of which the prion is composed. However, the prion protein particle is infectious, and various prions are known to cause a variety of diseases in animals, such as scurvy in sheep, bovine, spongiform, and encephalopathy in cattle, BSE or mad cow disease, and Kira in humans, or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans. In 1996, information became available from England that indicated that the prion that causes BSE in cattle might infect humans, resulting in a variant of CGD called variant CGJD. VCJD subsequent evidence seems to confirm that the BSE prion did jump the species barrier. However, the transmission seems to be very insufficient. Despite the insufficient transmission and the fact that the relatively few cases of humans infection has been identified, in just a few years, VCJD has become a worldwide health concern with a major impact on the animal industry in several countries. In addition to serious disease, prion infection results in the production of more copies of the prion protein unless proteins violate the central pattern of genetic formation flow discussed in Chapter 7. This protein must be encoded by nucleic acid. Indeed, it has been discovered that the host cell contains a gene on one of its chromosomes that encodes a protein very similar to the prion protein. The host protein is normally produced and is found mostly in neurons. Apparently, the incoming prion modifies this host protein, either during or after synthesis. The modification involves the alternative pattern of folding and causes the protein to lose its normal function, to become partially resistant to proteases and to become insoluble. Therefore, prions do not simply subvert host enzymes, but somehow cause a normal host gene to produce more copies of a pathogenic protein itself. In 1997, the American scientist Stanley B. Prusiner won the Nobel Prize for his pioneering work with his disease and with the prion proteins. Interestingly, there is now a model system for prion disease that is much easier to study than following the disease in mammals. This model system is the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It has now been shown that the two characteristics of yeast seem to be transmitted by an infectious prion-like protein. One of these involves the PSI phenotype. PSI normal strains of yeast synthesized are called the sub-35, in which it involved with accurate protein synthesis. In PSI strains, this protein does not function correctly. Even though the gene is normal, in PSI strains the protein is misfolded. This misfolding is caused by a previously misfolded protein. Hence, the infectious nature of the process and a molecular chaperone. The situation seems to be the same as that found in the prion disease of mammals. Viroids and prions do not do more than stretch our definition of a virus. They also demonstrate both the unexpected ways that genetic elements can replicate and the unexpected ways they can subvert without host cells. Of course, they are also of interest to us because they cause disease. Lastly, a summarizing concept check of this chapter. Viroids are circular single-stranded RNA molecules that encode no proteins and are completely dependent on host-encoded enzymes. They are the smallest known pathogens. Unlike viruses, their extracellular form is the same as their intercellular form, and they have no protein coat. Prions have an extracellular form that does contain protein, but it does not contain the nucleic acid that encodes the protein. The genes that encode the prion protein is found in the host cell, and the prion somehow modifies this protein product. I guess this concludes chapter 9. This is 10/4/2009. Thank you, and good night.